What's going on, guys, and welcome to my foot champion journey. And as you can see on the screen, we are on a better spot right now than we were last weekend. So we have 23 wins and 10 matches remaining. So this is the team that I've used at the beginning. Of course, Ronaldo, Gareth Bale, we have Harry Kane. I was using a legend, but I sold him. And I started really well with this team. I was 7-0, and at the end of Friday I was 13 wins and only 13 wins and only 2 losses. And on Saturday, again, I lost most of the games on Saturday. I lost 5 and won 10, so I think it's not that great. So I switched to this team. Of course, I have Ronaldo and Gareth Bale on the bench, and Dybala, of course. So I don't know. I think there is something that maybe it's just the way that I think, or maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's just a theory, but I think people play really different when they see the opponent doesn't have a great team. And maybe it's true, maybe it's not true, but I think this guy, the first opponent that we came across with, he had a lot of silvers, but it was the first time that someone was playing with silvers against my team. And of course I didn't think like the guy was bad or anything like that. Like, he was playing on Foot Champions, and those were my last 10 games, so he had to be on a similar skill rating as mine. So the guy was great, and it took me to the second half. I had to bring Dybala, Ronaldo, and Bell, and we won that game. I think we put 4 goals on the second half, and I messaged the guy. I say, hey, good, like GG, because he was great using those silvers, and he just told me like he was going easy on me. And then at the second half, I brought my lone Ronaldo and my lone Bell. So that's what he told me. So I guess it's kind of true. If your opponent doesn't have like a great team, I think you go in like your mindset is like more relaxed when you go into the games. So that's something that I did on my last, I think those were my last 15 or 16 games. I switched it on Saturday, and on Saturday I won 6 on a row with this team. And again, guys, like, I did have Ronaldo and Bell, but in a lot of the games I didn't need them sometimes I didn't need them on the pitch. I was using Jamie Vardy. It's great in this game. Musa is also great, and I was using Bolasie, but again, it was because of the nationalities. But I could have used Marshall, but I had like 3 French guys on my team, so I couldn't use him. But still, guys, the team is great, and that's something that I don't know, I think my opponents, they were really good opponents, but I guess because they didn't, like, because I have Vardy and Musa and Bolasie, I guess the mindset, like, before going to the game, it was like more relaxed. And that's just my theory. Maybe like I said, maybe it's not true, maybe it's just something weird that I'm just thinking about, but I think it's working, guys. And of course I did lose some games, but my opponents were great, and also like I couldn't put away my chances. But all the games that you see in my last team, I use that squad that you saw at the beginning, Vardy, Bolasie, and Musa on top. And again, like, the team is not that expensive. Like, Harry Kane is like 60k or maybe 50, like, at the moment, and I got him on he's an untradeable player. And also Kante is also an untradeable player, so it's like a cheap squad. Like, the other players are not even worth over 100k, so it's a really cheap team to do. And but guys, still, like, you're gonna see a lot of the games I didn't need to use Ronaldo and Bell, and the times that I did use them, they did great. Like, it's because my opponent was just better. He was just outplaying me, or I was losing and I brought them at the second half. But sometimes, like, you're gonna see I got a lot of rage quits on the first games, and it was because of Musa, Bolasie, and Jamie Vardy. Like, so those guys are incredible in this game. They are amazing. But still, guys, like, I don't know what like, on Saturdays maybe the opponents are better, or I don't know, because using my team, like, a lot of like, when I was using Ronaldo and Gareth Bale, like, I was playing against, like, I don't mind playing against really good guys, but they were just playing really really well. Like I know it's a competitive mode, like you're gonna expect to play against really really great opponents. But I don't know, guys. Like I was feeling my opponents. Even though I was winning, but my opponents they were great. Like they were going hard, hard, and hard. So it was just like it wasn't hard. Like again on Saturday I lost 5 out of 15. So that's not good enough. Because on Friday I'm winning 13 and losing 2, and then I go on Saturdays and I'm losing 5. So I think it's just not okay. There is something like maybe I know I have to improve some things on my defense. My defense is not great at all, so you're gonna see I do consider a lot of goals that are my own fault, and you're gonna see a game that I lost, and it was bad. I lost bad on, like really really bad on that game, and even though we started winning, it's not this game. I think maybe the next game that you're gonna see, but it's just like I don't know, like it was the opponent was great, but also my the way that I defend against that guy, it was bad, and he also scored like some goals counter attack. So that's something that I have to improve. I have to improve my finishing, and just because I have I have a lot of possession against a lot of the players, but I just cannot score. So that's something that I have to improve. And again, guys, even though I do have a great team, I should be getting more than 30, like 32 and above, 35 at least. But I don't play FIFA like a lot. Like I don't play FIFA as a living or anything like that. So I only play FIFA on my free time. So and I don't have a lot of free time, to be honest. So I think because of the games, like I'm getting elite. Like you can see, we already have 29 wins. And I don't play this game like a lot of the time. Like I can only play when I have time. So I think because like getting elite like almost every weekend, I think that's really good for someone that doesn't play the game like 24/7, to be honest. So I think I'm doing okay, even though I would like to get like 35 or 35 or 36 or even more, but it's gonna be hard. But if I'm getting 30, 31, so I think that's okay. I know I have to improve, and trust me, guys, when I changed to a wired connection, it was just amazing, to be honest, because now I'm not getting disconnected at all. The games feel great. There was one game where I felt that I was playing away and my opponent won, but the passes they didn't feel right. Like every time that I make a pass, it took my player like 1 second to make the pass, and I was playing away. I don't mind playing away, but on that game I felt the change, to be honest. So it was hard playing on that game. Of course I lost that game. It was one of the games that I lost on Saturday. So that's I don't know, like I like to play home, and but when I play away sometimes I don't feel anything. But that time I did feel like my players, they weren't making the right passes. And this is the game that I was talking about. You saw I had a corner and 2 of my players collide, and the guy got the ball, and that was on the 45th minute, and then he tied the game, of course. And that was just a mistake, like bad defending again, bad defending from me. And the guy, he was just great at finishing. Like every shot was going in for him. And look at this again, bad defending for me. Like I was making silly passes, and the guy, of course, Wayne Rooney, amazing player in this game as well. And at the 70th minute, it just bad. That was a counter attack, to be honest. I had the ball. I almost scored more goals in this game, but my players just, they weren't, maybe the position wasn't right. So like it's my fault, to be honest. But I was just the only thing that I wanted to do on this weekend is to get my losses like on single digits, and I did that, guys. Like last weekend I won 30 and lost 10. This weekend I won 31 and lost 9. So I think I improved, and that's what you have to do every weekend. If you have to improve, just improve by 1 game, and I think that's what I did. Like I won 31, lost 9. I could have avoided like two losses. I only lost 1 game on penalties, and I only went once on penalties, to be honest. I didn't go to extra time on too many games. I think I only went on extra time like 3 times, and I think that that's because I'm playing with a great team. Like the team that I have, sometimes it works. So if I'm winning, like it's too hard to go to extra time. But still, like when I went to extra time, the my players, the stamina wasn't that low. So that's something that if you play with great players like superstars, you're gonna feel the difference if you go to extra time. And also, guys, I was playing with Bolasie and Barty, and when I needed Cristiano Ronaldo and Bell, you could feel the difference. I'm not saying because I'm using Barty or a Bolasie, it doesn't mean that I don't have to use Ronaldo or Bell, or like you're gonna feel the difference. Those guys, if you have the coins to buy Ronaldo or even Messi I think is great in this game as well. Yeah, you're gonna feel the difference, guys. Like you're gonna feel the difference when you use superstar players. But again, guys, this is the team that I'm gonna be using this team again for the next weekend league. I know there is no requirements. I want to buy Luis Suarez. I like to try him in the camp position because I switched to the 4-1-2-1-2 in game. So I think Luis Suarez would be a great option to play as a camp. Dybala is an amazing player, to be honest. He is great in this game. But he's a red card, so I didn't buy him. So I got him free. But I like to use players that are right-footed, and even though Dybala is great with his right foot, like I think he's a 3-star weak foot, and like sometimes you feel like it's like 4 or 5. Like he scores a good amount of goals with his right foot. But I wanna try Luis Suarez in that camp position, to be honest, and I think that will be great. I know at the beginning I told you guys that I have a legend, and I had Effenberg, and he was also great, to be honest. But I sold him. I think I made profit on him, and so I don't know if I wanna buy another legend or maybe just save to buy Vieira. I think Vieira will be great on my team. But I think we did okay. Like I said, we won 31, and we hit Elite 1 for the month. So I think in 2 weeks we're gonna get the pack for I think are 12 informed reds. So I think that's great. And if I wanna get top 100 or monthly, I will have to get at least 34 every weekend. So if I get like Elite 1 every weekend, you could get top 100 for the month. So I think that's something that I can do, but I just have to improve on my defense. So thank you guys for watching, and I see you guys later. Thank you.